The sailors, they couldn't control the ship. They couldn't sail it properly. They thought they were sinking, so they were scared. They were screaming. They started throwing all kinds of stuff over the boat. They threw out their suitcases. They threw out all the cargo. They started throwing out furniture, anything that they could get their hands on to make the boat so they wouldn't sink. They threw it over. But, by now, Jonah was like, you know what? This story, I'm on page, let's see. I'm on page 162. I'm on page 162. Let's see. Okay. And, they threw the food out. They threw whatever they could find. Whatever wasn't bolted down, they threw that over the side of the boat. So by now, Jonah knew that storm was his fault. And so he told the sailors, if you guys really want to fix this, what you got to do is you got to take me and throw me over the boat. And the storm will stop. And so the sailors weren't sure about it. But you know what? They went ahead and just like, what do we have to lose? Let's just throw him overboard and get this over with. And so they did 1, 2, 3. Whoo. They threw Jonah in, and as soon as he splashed in the water, the storm went away. The wind died down, and the storm completely stopped. And you know what? Jonah thought it was all good because you know what? Jonah really had it really bad. He decided that he would rather die than go and tell the people of Nineveh God's word and show them about God's love. But just when he thought it was over, when he was about to drown, a fish came and swallowed him whole with one big gulp. Now, during this time period, Jonah must have really thought he had died. It was dark in there. It was just like a tomb. But then he started to smell some of that rotten fish and was touching some slimy seaweed. And so he knew that he wasn't dead, but he was inside the belly of the fish. So he was sitting there in the darkness for 3 whole days. And during that time, you're sitting in the dark doing nothing. You have got nothing to do but to think. And during that time period, Jonah figured out that his plan was just pretty stupid. So he prayed to God. He said, God, I'm sorry. I won't do this again. I'll do what you told me to do. I'll go to Nineveh. I'll tell them that you will forgive them. But God, please forgive me, and I will do exactly what you want me to do. So after those 3 days, that fish swam over to Nineveh and spit Jonah out on the beach. And just then, Jonah heard someone calling his name. God was saying, go to Nineveh. Go to Nineveh. And this time Jonah said, yes. And he went straight to Nineveh and told everyone God's wonderful message. So even though, this is the lesson, so even though you run far from God, He can't stop loving you. God will never stop loving you. Nothing will take His love away from you. So Jonah told them, run to God. He can forgive you. So the people of Nineveh listened to Jonah, and they started loving God. They learned to do what God said and to stop running away from Him, just like Jonah. And you know what? Many years later, God was going to send another messenger with the same wonderful message. Like Jonah, he would spend 3 days in utter darkness. But this messenger would be God's own Son. He would be called the Word because he himself would be God's message. God's message translated into our own language. Everything God wanted to say to the whole world in a person. All right. Well, that is our story about Jonah. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit about Jonah's story. I hope you guys, so I asked you guys a question for those of you guys who are late. So it is Black History Month. And, it is about, remembering our past, but it's really about being inspired by our past and know that we can accomplish many big things. So I want you guys to put into the chat, how are you guys going to do big things? What big things are you guys going to do to change this world so that in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, when we talk about Black History Month, we're going to be reading those things that you have done, accomplished throughout your life. So can you guys tell me, put in the chat, what are some of the things that you guys are going to do? Come on, you guys, help me out. Give me some big things that you guys want to do. How you guys are going to impact this world. How you guys are going to make this a better place for you and me. Because we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a better day. So just start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're changing all our lives just to make a better day for you and for me. You're going to be rich. Yeah. Being rich is always a good thing because when you're rich, you can help lots and lots of people. You can give to charity. You can be your own charity and you can help lots of people. Uh-oh. Let me see. Go back. Jaren, volunteering and helping people. That is awesome. That is awesome. It is great to want to have a heart to help people. That is a very awesome thing to do. That's right. Brielle, giving people money and food. That is awesome. People love to eat. It's one of those necessities of life. And if you can help people eat, that is always a great thing. All right, everyone. Well, it's late, and I know it's time for you guys to go to bed. I know you guys are tired and can't wait to get into the bed. So I am going to sign off now. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys again. I'm pretty sure I'll be coming teaching on a Sunday coming up pretty soon. So I can't wait. I will see you guys soon enough. You guys stay out there. You guys be safe. You guys make sure you guys learn something about your history. And more importantly, I want you guys to make history. You guys got it? All right. Holla!